Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to go over Quant. Right now, we are trading at $138.03. 24-hour volume, we were down 4.55%, and market cap, we're down 0.06%. Okay, you guys, going to head over to our weekly chart. Now, as we can see, not a lot has changed in our RSI or our MACD indicator. It does look really good that we did grow in the sense of the bar itself. Dark green colors is always a go-go for me. And as we can see, the bar is getting really big as well. So momentum itself is getting stronger, especially if we want to come up and retest the $150.90. Now, if we take a look on the left-hand side here of the course of action of our body of our candlestick, normally the body of the candlestick does give us some hint of where price projection is going to go in the future. Now, if we were able to continue to come up, strengthen the numbers, as we can see already we are beating and crushing it for the week at 475,000 trades compared to previous week action of 429. Huge strides. So I'm only going to predict in the next cycle of next week we may potentially come up to the $150 range. If we can see again on the left hand side, a few of our bodies kept out here basically at the close of $135.05, essentially where we may see that close in our candlestick later on today. But let's go into our daily chart. Our daily chart itself, we can see and we can compare the last close. We were able to have the body sit very nicely at our 61%. Notice the range. Now the range is how big the candlestick is, including the wicks. Now, if we can take a look at the wick and the body, we can almost see that the bears kind of had a lead on us. If you can see, the body is not exactly in the middle. It was mainly a little bit lower at the very bottom. So again, it does give us the hint that the bears took over the session and pushed the session a little bit more on their side, because essentially we do want to know who's in charge, who's going to be driving the prices. As the price today, we can see this candlestick here. We can see how small it's getting. And if we can see the body, it's mainly at the very bottom. So comparing this observation with the previous candlestick observation, we can only lead to believe that the price is going to come down. Now, if we take a look at our indicator, we can see these two lines are hugging each other right here at 100%. It's only just a matter of time where we see the crossover and price come down, or the RSI come down. And once the RSI come down, this is going to be our next course action, $133.25. Or again, if I squeeze out, I do want to get our profile volume. Really not a whole lot. If we can see profile volume, we're taking a look at this blue and yellow indicator, which does measure momentum or volume. We can see a note that's sticking out at the 135.50, so we can be using this as a good area of support. Other than that, depending on how sharp the momentum is, we may drop down to 129 at the next area of supply and demand. But if we take a look at the course action here, and we do want to watch this very quickly, or watch this on a daily, of seeing how the candlestick itself and the range, because if we're able to push the body higher up, and if we have barely any wick at the very top and it's a shaven top, then it gives us another sign that the bulls are taking charge once again, and we are going to continue to come up in price. Now, heading over to our 2-hour time frame. Yesterday's video, we had our fib retracements in. We had our fib retracements as an area of support because we knew price was going to come back down, because we saw a huge grasp of RSI increasing at 100% and 98%. As we saw that crossover, of course, we knew the price was going to come down. What's really nice about this correction that we can see when the price came down, it's not shallow. It's a very small pullback. As the price came down, we saw key areas of our fib that I told you guys to watch yesterday was at 61% at 132 and also at 50% of our 126. So if we can play it out, the price came down, struck right through 61%. What occurred at that time? Well, RSI dropped down. Okay, we knew it was going to come down, but not only that, but MACD indicator went from the green to the red. It didn't hold support at 61%. It actually held support roughly around 50%. But what around that area we saw was our 20 moving average, which again is treated as resistance and support. And around this area is a high area confluence, meaning a high interest. People are going to be watching around this area if either it breaks it or if it holds support. And really, really nicely, Quant held support on two candlestick areas here. Now, as the price is going to come up again, we are going to hit another area of resistance because we are going to be considered as overbought here, 99% and 94%. Same thing applies. As soon as we see that crossover, our retracement levels are going to come into play. Well, in the 2-hour time frame, we can see we held support at 50% and we held support at 61%. We're going to be using these key areas of prices once again as price is going to come back down. We've got a spinning top candlestick. Again, the body here is quite small near the very bottom. It doesn't really look too bad. I mean, I want to say if we don't see a crossover, we could possibly push the price as high as this candlestick wick at $138.81 until we actually see that drop here. Even though we have our MACD indicator from very, very slight to the red, we may come back up and retest this previous candlestick action. And of course, we have our fib charts in place just in case price does come back down. And if you take a look already, near 61% is going to be another retest. And a retest here of our 20 moving average. So those are my observations, you guys, for Quant. Let me know down below if you found this video insightful or you like the video itself. Please smash the like button to help my channel. Also subscribe if you're new, but I'll see you next time.